Hey guys, Black Market here. Just wanted to give a quick overview tonight in preparation for tomorrow. So, looks like, let's go over what we usually go through. So, we'll talk about the ES, and I've got some additional charts up here just so you get a bigger picture view of what we usually look at. So, if you look at the ES, you can see the ES, the NQ, so the futures, the YM, the Dow futures, the VIX. You can see for sure the NQYN is above the 21. The tech is a bit extended, as you can see on here. It's a bit extended from that 21, and the ES as well is a bit extended. If you look at the SPY and the Q, they're all extended. So essentially, what we talked about the last time, market is definitely extended. The VIX is at, you can see, at that low. Once again, though, it seems like it's starting to base here around that $16 mark. But one thing you do want to keep in mind, like I said before, the market could go either direction right now. Um, One thing you want to keep in mind is if you look at some of the larger stocks, right, that move the market, you can see here. Let me type in a couple stocks. So if you let's put in Amazon. And one thing you always want to keep in mind is you always want to look at the larger time frame, right? Because you never want to really trade against that larger time frame. So it's kind of a unique situation here where if you look at Amazon, Amazon's in a weekly squeeze and it's actually firing, and not necessarily firing, but it's building some buying pressure, as you can see right here within that weekly squeeze. So we could easily see new highs from Amazon, and especially if the market continues strength, we can have a breakout of that weekly squeeze in Amazon. And when you have a squeeze in a large stock like Amazon, especially a weekly squeeze, it could be a pretty powerful move. So, we could see higher highs here for the rest of April. We could easily see that just based off of kind of how Amazon's shaping up. And at the same time, right, if you go back to the daily chart on Amazon, you can see that is definitely extended, right? And I usually like to buy my swing trades or play calls right when it's near that 21. So I mean, we can easily see a pullback too. So it's kind of, you know, I guess I wouldn't balk at someone that would buy right now, especially if Amazon in a weekly squeeze. And I'd be careful, and I wouldn't balk at the fact of not wanting to trade just because if you're looking at the daily, it looks extended, right? So it's going to be interesting, I guess, how things play out coming up here. One thing I wanted to talk about too was a few other stocks I was looking at. So if you look at Netflix, and these are all going to be weekly squeezes, Netflix is kind of in that same boat. The squeeze isn't as clean, but it is squeezing above that mid Bollinger Band, and it's showing that it's gotten some buying pressure there within that squeeze. The other one is AbbVie. So AbbVie, although buying pressure has decreased, it is setting up in a nice tight squeeze on those Bollinger Bands. So we could easily see AbbVie kind of consolidate back and forth for a bit before it has a breakout. And then last but not least, $5 or Starbucks. Um, Buying pressure right within that squeeze, and really it's and to a certain extent already breaking out of its weekly squeeze. So I'll probably look at these stocks, and especially if the market's strong for the rest of the week, for the rest of the month, I'll definitely be looking at these guys for the rest of the week, and I'll look at these in smaller time frames such as the hourly, the 4 hour, possibly the 3 day, and the daily, and I'll look to to get some trades on these stocks, especially if the market's strong. So that's what I got for tonight on a market review. If you got any questions, hit your boy up. Safe trading the rest of the week. Talk with you later.